I have discussed about the boundary conditions between a conductor and free space. Now to determine boundary conditions between two dielectrics, it is necessary to know the behavior of dielectrics. What is polarization? What is the dielectric constant? So what is the susceptibility of the material? So all those concepts and the necessary equations we are going to derive today. Let us proceed. Now when we talk about dielectrics are the perfect insulators. So in this type of materials there are no free charges. All the electrons are bound within the atom and electrically it is neutral when they are not in an electric field. When some external electric field is applied, this causes a macroscopic separations of centers of positive and negative charges, and it forms electric dipoles in the material, and this phenomena is called as dielectric polarization. Now we are going to discuss what exactly is this polarization and how this polarization affects the electric field intensity, and then we'll also find out based on this what is the dielectric constant of the material. So how it depends on the polarization. What are polar molecules, non-polar molecules, or the materials that we are going to discuss. After the electric field is applied, these positive and negative charges, they get oriented in the direction of the applied electric field E, and this dipole is formed. Now this dielectric materials we can classify into two categories: non-polar materials and polar materials. So non-polar dielectrics are those which do not possess permanent electric dipole moment. So the dipole moments can be induced by applying electric field externally. For example, if you see in this diagram, when the external electric field applied, it is 0. Atoms are electrically neutral, so no dipole formations are there. When some external electric field is applied, the dipoles are formed and they get oriented in the direction of applied electric field. So this type of materials are called as non-polar materials. Whereas in case of polar materials or the dielectrics, there are permanent dipole moments. As you can see in this diagram, there are permanent dipole moments, but which are randomly oriented. When some external electric field is applied, these dipoles, they get oriented in the direction of the external applied electric field. For example, the material like water. Now if there are n number of dipoles per unit volume, then there are n into delta V dipoles in a volume delta V. So based on this, we can write the total dipole moment as P total summation I equal to 1 to n delta V Pi. Pi, it is the ith dipole moment. Now based on this total dipole moment, we will define now what is polarization. Now the polarization is the dipole moment per unit volume. So this is the total dipole moment just now we have seen. So to find out the dipole moment per unit volume, we divide this total dipole moment by volume delta V, as delta V tends to 0. So this is the mathematical definition of polarization. Now the purpose of discussing this polarization is to find out what is the effect of polarization on the electric flux density. Now as the polarization in the material increases, electric flux density is going to increase. So we know the electric flux density D, it is epsilon 0 E. So for a given electric field intensity, this is the electric flux density which is produced. But in addition to that, if there is a polarization, then the electric flux density, it is epsilon E plus P. So this part of the electric flux density, it is because of polarization. So this gets added when the material is polarized. In an isotropic material, E and P are always parallel regardless of orientation of the field. So the polarization P we can write as the constant Xc multiplied by epsilon 0 into E, where Xc, it is the susceptibility of the material. It is a measure of how easily a dielectric polarizes in response to an electric field. So higher the value of susceptibility, higher will be polarization for the given value of electric flux density or electric field intensity. So D is equal to epsilon 0 E plus P, and just now we have seen P is Xc epsilon 0 into E. Xc is the susceptibility. So substituting this here, we can write D as epsilon 0 E plus Xc epsilon 0 E. Now taking common epsilon 0 E in bracket, it is Xc plus 1. Now this Xc plus 1, we call it as some another constant, and this is nothing but relative permittivity of the material. So relative permittivity of the material is nothing but susceptibility plus 1. So this is epsilon r. So we can write D as epsilon 0 epsilon r E or epsilon E, where epsilon is epsilon 0 into epsilon r, where epsilon r is the relative permittivity of the material. So these are the properties of dielectrics, that is permittivity, susceptibility, and what is the relationship between polarization and electric field intensity.